Hi friends, host Eric here, host of Talking with Famous People, and today we're going to talk about a relationship between two introverted feelers, namely the ENFP and the INFP. In socionics, they're known as EEI and no, wait, they're known as wait, shit. Oh yeah, IEE, that's the ENFP, and EII, that's the INFP. IEE and EII. So, how do they go along together? Well, they're mirrors of one another in socionics, which means they have a similar relationship in dynamics to that of an ENTP and an INTP. In this hypothetical, we're talking ENFP male, INFP female. All right, so what are some of the ways in which they're going to get along fine? Well, first of all, they're going to be in the same club. So, the thing about what socionics says about your club is that those are the people you're going to do best with when things are going well. When things are going well, time spent with your club members is uh, is very rewarding on a social level, and you feel like you have the same interests, hobbies, find the same things fun and interesting, and find the same things boring and not fun. So, one of the advantages of such a relationship is that the first two functions are the same for both people, just in the other order. So INFP goes FI first, ENFP goes NE first. Now, and then the second function for ENFP is FI, and the second function for INFP is NE, which means during the initial phase of a relationship, the two will see eye to eye about all kinds of things. They'll be using the same metaphysical action with the same metaphysical evaluatory function. Namely, they'll be evaluating things against their own personal feelings, and they will be utilizing a meaning making process in conjunction with that evaluatory metric rather than an experiencing function, for example, or an epistemological function. So both of them um, go FINE one way or the other. In that regards, it makes them immediately connect and feel like they're a good match. Problems start to arise over the long term when they come to terms with the fact that they fundamentally have different values. That for the INFP, the value the is the feeling first and foremost, and for the ENFP, the value is the possibility first and foremost. The ENFP is not known as the most sexually faithful type. Any DOMs in general probably aren't if they're feelers. Now, I think ENTPs are probably among the most faithful types. And the reason is because we don't understand our feelings and we're not swayed by them very much. So a chick can't feel us away from a healthy relationship or a relationship that's meeting our feeling needs at all, because we don't usually use that evaluatory metric, and when we do, it's because we've opened it up over time to somebody we trust a great deal. My feelings are not my real deep feelings about things are not allowed out in public because they're retarded and they drool on people and they get super moist, and there's no room for that in the real world for me. So as a consequence, I'm pretty much invulnerable to cheating. I'll never cheat on Kimberly, no matter what. It just won't ever happen. Period. I'm 100% certain about it because for me it's a position. It's static. It's not a process. So there's nothing process oriented about fidelity for me. It's it's a decision you make, and then you either are this or that. It's binary. You're engaged in fidelity or you're not. That means for me, I can't go about the world even considering it a possibility without creating unbearable cognitive dissonance. However, for an ENFP, of course, their evaluatory metric is much more flexible. It doesn't require consistency at all. It requires strength or depth of feeling. So, if an ENFP meets somebody who's their dual, for example, and starts hanging out with them, you're in trouble because they're going to end up leaving you for that person. That might be true of all types, actually. I don't know. But the reality is, for people who have extroverted intuition as a dominant function, they're looking for possibilities. And the things they're looking for possibilities about are defined by their tool function. For an ENTP, they're looking for possibilities about logical ideas, and for ENFP, they're looking for possibilities about feelings. Possibilities about feelings means possibly getting into new relationships with other people. Okay, so that's one of the difficulties they may have. But let's say the ENFP has figured out a way around that, primarily probably by understanding the significance of this relationship is too valuable to sacrifice, and that the sacrifice is inevitable. So, I don't know. That's a logical explanation of it. So I really don't know. Okay, well, how about the other direction? What's going to happen there? Well, INFPs are jealous. They're very jealous by nature because they are, by definition, that which they value. And the process of feeling and valuing things. And so um, they're obviously concerned when anything they value highly is threatened. It's their nature to focus on that which they value highly and the experiencing of valuing things highly. Thus, they necessitate also the experiencing of loss very strongly, and they are become very loss avoidant. Another problem that the INFP might have in a relationship is that INFP needs a fair amount of time with the SI in the third slot to settle into a relationship and to feel comfortable and to know that the person is the right person for them. Whereas ENFP is much more likely to hurry along the way because they use FI as a tool function. They're checking to see if they like you after they've considered the possibility of getting with you, whereas vice versa for the INFP. So it may be difficult for them to begin a relationship in that regard, or INFP is going to have to be sort of dragged along. And ENFP is going to have to behave consistently in order for the INFP to trust them. ENFPs may or may not be consistent, I'm not sure, but INFPs expect consistency in how a person feels in order for them to feel trusting of that person and safe. They expect the person's feelings to be driving their decisions, and that's how they understand authenticity. I think ENFPs are more flexible about their definition of authenticity because their NE is first and foremost, and their tool function is second. Just as I'm fairly flexible about TI, I can embrace some magical thinking. Why? Because it's NE first, then TI. Comments from the assembled INTPs in the room who've waited a long time, me monologuing before me opening the floor. Sorry for that. Please chime in.
No, it's fine. Well, according to theory, shouldn't it be the same no matter what the mirrors are, or would some mirrors be more difficult than others?
Well, I think the issue is the same, but how it manifests will have different faces. I think it'll be equally difficult for ENTP, INTP who come afoul of those apparent eventual values conflicts as it would be for INFP, ENFP, but it would look messier from the outside for INFP and ENFP.
Maybe. There wasn't a lot of mess, as far as I know.
I'm getting a little helicopter action here, so if you're getting that in the background, it'll pass in a second. I apologize.
No, it's not loud at all.
Oh, it's not? Okay, good.
No, I'm just saying it doesn't need to be difficult. It doesn't have to be.
Well, no, I think a mirror relation. Well, I've said before, after thinking about it quite a bit, if I weren't with an ISFJ, I'd probably be with an INTP second, and then an INFJ third. I think ultimately INTP and ENTP probably would work out pretty goddamn well because, you know, reasonable people don't disagree when neither party is clinging to feelings-based objections.
Yeah, there's not a lot of FI in the mix.
Yeah, and if both parties can identify that and go like, "Hey, we're just playing FI right now, right?" Okay, well, can we help each other get over the FI without hurting each other's feelings more? The ENTP is more hurt feelingsy, I think, than INTP, although I'm not sure about that. We certainly reveal more hurt feelings. Tim, sorry to cut you off there.
Oh, I was just saying, like, but then, like, a lot of emotions might just go ignored if neither of them are like well developed or just not interested in whatever.
Hey, Tim, you need to stop focusing on the size of a woman's breasts. Okay, it doesn't matter how well developed she is; she still feels the same as any other human being. Tim's obsessed with big boobs. I don't know what his problem is.
Eric, what are you doing tonight?
Making a video?
Cleaning up a little bit or something? I don't know. Tonight's a
Because
long ways away.
I'm 30 minutes away from you. Fun fact.
Are you right now?
Yeah.
Well, fucking let's go hang out. Let's come over here. I'm in Laverne, though. I'm not in Temple City. I'm in Laverne.
That's even closer. I'm in Upland.
Fucking come over. Let's make a video tonight.
What I was gonna do was just show up on your doorstep or like sneak into your door. I know it would have been fun, but then we're here now, so.
Yeah, you should totally come over, or we can meet at Danny's or something if you prefer.
Then it's burned down.
I don't know. Do you have any instruments there in Laverne?
I have a guitar here.
That's pretty tight. I bring banjo over. I have to go return a keg.
What's that?
I have to go return a keg, and then I'll head over that way.
Okay, cool. I'm on 5th Street.
5th Street?
Yeah, go down White.
Just toss an address my way.
Yeah, I will. Shoot me here. My phone number is 626-807-0712.
One sec.
God damn it. You text me. I don't have my phone number right now. 626-807-0712.
Wait.
Why you don't just send it on Facebook so you have it?
Because phones are...
Are you my Facebook friend?
I don't think we're friends. 626
807
807
0712.
0712. Zach. That's just my name.
Oh, your name's Zach. Okay. I thought you were Tim. Oh,
no, I'm not
Tim. Tim.
I just keep letters out of my name.
Where's Tim? Why can't I see Tim anymore?
What's up?
Can I look at you? Do you look like Zach?
No. They don't sound alike either.
Okay, well, cool. Well, that's cool. Zach's going to come over with a banjo and we're going to make some songs. I will go get my phone now. I will text you the address. Go look at the front. Let's see what the address is.
All right. Do you want me to... Should I bring beer? I'm going to Claremont Craft
I don't drink
Ales.
alcohol.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I do smoke weed, but I don't drink any alcohol.
Right on.
I have some weed, so we can smoke some weed if you want. Do you smoke weed?
Me too. I don't. I do, but I don't enjoy it. But I continue to do it.
Okay. Well, anyway, yeah, come on over. I'll send you a text right now.
All right, cool. I smoke weed. I turn into like a miserable ISFJ because I'm not good at it. I just sit around and think. But that's not what you're supposed to do when you're high.
All right. Let me text Kimberly and let her know what's going on. If she has a strong objection, maybe we'll go to my house. I don't know. I doubt she will.
How are you doing?
Pretty good.
Cool.
So, had you planned going over to Eric? So you had planned going to visit Eric?
Yeah, I don't think either of us would call it anything ever a plan. Yeah, TPs are probably the most plan-averse people in the world. Even the word is disgusting to me.
Ew, plans.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It's like I have a plan to maybe do something with my ENTP friend on Saturday.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's not a plan. No, but you're probably gonna do something with your ENTP friend on Sunday.
Yeah, it's probably gonna happen, but she didn't want to plan it.
No, you don't call it a plan. You just say, "Hey, let's do this thing."
Something Saturday. And Friday she will let me know and it will happen.
That's the kind of flexibility. Well, I'm gonna go do that then.
Okay.
I'll probably be back on camera in like an hour on someone else's.
See you later then.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye. Hello.
Hi. Oh shit! I was recording.